Hello Australian loyalty programs, my name is Aaron and this is Wattle Labs. Loyalty programs are facing significant issues at the moment. We've highlighted 5 here. So point 1 is market saturation. The market is completely saturated with loyalty programs. There's no more free growth in the market, and if nothing else changes, revenue from this point on is capped. There's increased competition, which is a consequence of point 1. The competition is coming from other loyalty programs and from other digitally enabled organisations, just for the attention of Australians. Australia's changed significantly in the last 30 years, and we have a very diverse country now. So 30% of Australians are not born in Australia, which makes personalisation and messaging very difficult. We can't just rest on our laurels and say we still call Australia home and have pictures of an Akubra. That doesn't represent Australia anymore. I think all programs and all companies have to respond to those changes. So point 4 is the increased scrutiny of data privacy and security. Data privacy and the increase of data privacy makes partnerships and co-marketing extremely difficult. No one is willing to share PII data, no one is willing to share sales data, and it kind of limits the effectiveness of the programs itself. It limits the types of rewards and the agility at which different rewards can be wheeled out to customers. Lastly, point 5 is diversity of rewards. As loyalty programs have matured, they've incorporated more and more rewards, and it really fragments the actual customer base within the rewards programs. Rewards customers who are looking to redeem business class flights are fundamentally different to rewards customers who want gift cards for their grandkids or some appliances to reduce the cost of their family life. So Wattle Labs can address these 5 issues, and I'll just get into it and I'll just show you how. So I'm going to start with diversity of rewards. So this is really saying that there's fundamental differences, and I'll just do a very simple example of how we can address the differences between business class flights and gift cards and appliances. Instead of just sending out one campaign for business class flights to everyone, or allowing everyone to, pushing notifications for gift cards, we can be a little bit smarter with that. So Wattle Labs can psychologically, behaviourally, socioeconomically, and demographically profile all of your customers, and we can basically rank everyone on income. This is just a very simple version of what we can do. We can then profile all your rewards. We can actually psychologically profile the behaviour, which is purchase a reward, which is really psychologically profiling your rewards based again on income. And then we can match your customers to rewards. So this is the effect. This has got a few effects. One, it's going to make your redemption better. It's going to give better rewards, or the type of rewards, to the right customer. It's going to go in some ways to personalise the program so that everyone feels like they're getting the kind of offers for the rewards that they feel that they probably should get, rather than just getting offers for rewards that are just not aligned with who they are. So it goes a long way for making the program appear to be quite personal, and it's better recommendations, and that's good. We can help you with understanding the big diversity of the types of rewards you've got and matching them to customers more successfully. We can also help you do partnerships again. So the data privacy, no one's really willing to do this anymore, but Wattle Labs has technology to enable, for example, Telstra to co-market to the Everyday Rewards program or to Qantas Loyalty without sharing or exposing sales data or PII data. That's because we take a very fundamentally different approach. So we can enable partnerships and co-marketing like this. We can take customer data, we can then profile it to create a persona. And this is of each and every person. Every rewards customer will have a persona. And assuming you want to partner with any product, and it really doesn't matter. So you have some sales data. Could be Telstra's sales data. It could be some new funky pop-up sort of store. It could be tickets for a new band. It could be anything. It can be quite rapid, but we can profile that sales data and create a persona here. Now, the cool thing about our behavioural and psychological personas is they contain no They're mathematical constructs. They contain no PII data. They contain no sales data. I could literally take the personas of all the customers in Everyday Rewards and put it on a USB stick and walk down the street, and if someone steals it, there's literally nothing they can do with it. It has no intrinsic real world value. It's a mathematical construct. So anyway, what we can do is we'll create the personas, the customer personas at the loyalty program, process the sales data or the ticket data, or it could be postgraduate degree data, could be anything. And I'm just going to walk it across straight into these systems, walk it down the street on a USB stick. So now we have the customer personas and the product personas and our matching and recommendation engine. Then can feed that into your marketing system, and you execute your campaign as normal, as your product, any product. So we can execute, we can do the co-marketing, and the cool thing about this technology is we can market products to people based on their latent psychological and behavioral attributes. We can basically market to your customers the things that they dream about and have never actually clicked a button to express. It really gets into the driving critical factors driving the behavior of purchasing a product over here, and then identifying within your customer base people who exhibit those latent properties themselves. So effectively, like people who don't yet know they want to go to a John Farnham concert, we can tap into that and match them with the John Farnham ticket sale offer over here. This means that we can basically solve, in this limited scenario, your data privacy issues when it concerns partnerships and marketing. We do not expose any data. So we've got some personalization. So people feel like the program itself is giving them offers for the things that they would like to see. You can also rapidly offer things without having to go to the great, get all the data scientists in a room and use, defense security levels, data centers to do all this matching. We don't do anything like that. We match people's latent behavioral properties to products, to services. So you're going to set yourself out in the market. So it's going to help with increased competition. It's also, because you get better offers, newer offers, and you can be much more agile in the type of offers you provide, it may help with this capped revenue, and it may help you canalize other loyalty programs customers, which is always a good thing. And finally, personalization and the diversity of customer. So the old days of one message to everyone, like we still call Australia home, I don't think that really cuts the mustard anymore. So what our technology can do, it can say the loyalty program has a message to send. And this message could be a marketing message, an ad, it could be a text message, a push notification, it could be a product description in your store, any message. So you really want to say something to the person. What we then do is we take the message that you want to say, and because we've psychologically profiled all of your customers in 60 different dimensions, we take everyone's persona, all 10 million personas or 12 million personas here, and we personalize that message based on the customer it's going to be sent to. So that's personalization. So every single message gets personalized to every single customer. And this means that not only can we handle culturally diverse and sensitive things like Asian Australians and Middle Eastern Australians and country Australians and city Australians, we also handle dimensions in terms of income and education and profession and dreams and desires, literally, of the target person. And we take this, let's just say this conceptual message or ad, and we really tailor it to the latent behavioral drivers of each and every customer that you have. And this really has the effect of making your one-size-fits-all program, in fact, look like 10 million individual programs, right? So we take your one program and effectively in an abstract sense, your one program looks like 10 million individual programs tailored to the individual rewards customer. So that should finish everything. So we can handle diversity of customer and in spades. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. My name is Aaron. Thanks for listening and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.